Hello producers, it's Özgün here. In this tutorial, I'm gonna make a future rave big room techno drop. I'm gonna be influenced from Hardwell's latest release, Into the Unknown. So that track has 3 different styles and I just amazed when I listened to it. So the new style of Hardwell sounds really fresh. So I'm gonna try to create some similar drop, sound like Hardwell Into the Unknown track. While I'm doing this, I'm gonna use the future rave bundle from the Broducers school. They release a really nice bundle that contains several project files, and preset pack and a big sample pack. It calls the Intensity Bundle. I'm gonna be using that pack. If you wanna check that out, all the useful links on the description. So enough talking, let's get into that today's tutorial. Okay, let's grab some kick from the pack. So right now, I said techno influence, right? In Hardwell Into the Unknown track, the bassline is a rumble. They just made it from the kick itself. That's why the key of the kick is gonna determine the key of our track. So in this case, I'm just searching for a tight kick and I'm gonna create the bassline out of that kick. I like the last one, but I'm gonna using this one because it's more close to Hardwell's style. Okay, I just put the kick like this and now the magic starts. I'm just gonna send the kick to its own channel. And of course, I'm gonna use my good patcher patch to generate my bassline. Once you're satisfied with the sound, just remove the dry knob in here and put some edits on, and all we're gonna do is just record the sample. After recording, you can just drag, drop this one, and we can just mute the edits on. And now we are gonna place the bass like this. And I think we can just take one and loop that one. So usually you go make the sound, make the bass line from probably a sample or a Serum, something like that. But like Into the Unknown track, it's just making a hybrid between a techno bass line with a big room vibe on it and using future rave leads. This is what we are gonna do for today. Okay, let's hear how it's gonna sound. Sounds nice. We can just send it to here, call it sub or whatever you want. So I'm gonna do 3 things. I'm gonna saturate it. I'm gonna cut the highs. So first, let's make the side chain, of course. And I'm gonna give it more drive. More drive, more distortion is gonna give me more upper harmonics, but I'm gonna just cut them out with the EQ. Yeah. After you're satisfied, the thing to get a tighter mix down, to dip the low mid area in Hardwell tracks, I just realized that he got some dips somewhere around here. If you want more tight mix down, you can try to dip like 200 to 300 Hz. Just make sure you are not overdo it. If you overdo it, it's gonna sound thin. But if you do it wisely, just find the most annoying frequency and dip it. It's gonna give a depth, a more clean mix down. So I'm gonna just try to do that. Yeah, I think we can dip that area. And I'm gonna be monitoring the kick and bass. And I'm gonna disable the master, at least the coloring presets. We just don't need them right now. By the way, I think we can just dip like 300 Hz in the kick as well. Like in this kind of tracks, if you wanna be tight, you need to dip 300 to 500 Hz. Probably your kick, if the sample is not processed that way already. Yes, I'm gonna just dip this boing boing sound because I definitely don't need it in this kind of tight drops. It makes a huge difference, right? Now we are gonna just balance the kick and bass. You already know how to do that from previous tutorials. Okay, now like I have same amount of sub and the kick. The thing I'm gonna do to send down maybe some kick bass channel. Let's route them like this. And after that, I'm just boosting my master clipper and I'm just trying to make my kick and bass in the same amount of volume signal. Now we can build the track around that balance. Okay, let's go put some toms because I told you we are going for some big room vibe also. By the way, I didn't check the key of our track. Let's go to the bass and check the key of it because the tom sample is gonna need to be matched with the bass line. It says the kick is G sharp. Okay, the bass is G sharp. So yeah, let's build the track and on G sharp. I'm gonna go check this tom note as well. So it's A sharp. If I make it 2 semitone down, it becomes G sharp. And the good thing, like tom already cleaned in the low end, I think I'm not gonna even touch it. I told you we are going the big room toms, so it's gonna be duppa 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 duppa, the generic big room walking. Yes, we are getting somewhere, you know. It sounds nice to me. Okay, let's go making the leads. To make the leads, we can take a look of the Serum pack, the Broducers School Impulse pack. So what do you have for us? I'm searching for a lead sound that can future rave enough, but I'm searching for macros. Like when I take a look of the pack at first, I realized every preset got the macros, so you can automate so many things and shape the sound, develop the sound inside of the track, which is just what I'm looking for. When I work on the sounds, I just like to work on the macros. This is the first thing I'm checking if a preset has macro or not. Okay, let's find some sound that we can work with. You know, I kinda like this one. I think I'm gonna go with this. It's plucky, it's unique. Okay, now when we are making the MIDI, the Hardwell Into the Unknown track got a really cool math behind it. The melody, the rhythm of the melody, the pattern of the melody, it's not usual. So the rhythm of the track, something like that. Like it's pop up pop. Pop, pop, pop. This little motif is repeating all over, looping all over. But Hardwell, do you need something like this? If you make a melody, like the sentence of of the melody is gonna end in here or in here in terms of rhythm. If we use this motif, we probably use it something like this, right? But in this case, we are gonna create some polyrhythmic feeling. And it's not gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 all the time. We are gonna create the melody pattern. It's gonna be only loopable after 4 bars. That's why it's gonna make you to listen, make you to wonder what comes next. It's a really repetitive, but it's gonna sometimes conflict with our dum da da, just 4 on the floor kick and bass, but it's gonna be complete and merge with them after 4 bars. And that's why you can make a long drop and it's not gonna be boring. In this case, we are gonna use this motif. So there are several ways to do it. You can just duplicate it by maybe having 2 bars of gap. Then it's gonna be like complete in 1 bar. You can maybe use it like this. Or even you can just keep having 2 bars of gap. At some point, it's gonna be loopable. Like in this example, again, in the 4 bars, like you are hitting the edge of it. In Hardwell's example, he's just doing it like this. Only having 1 bar, and again, it's gonna be go forever 4 bars. You are gonna hit the edge and you are gonna complete the sentence, complete the little motif in 4 bars. Okay, now only thing to create some melody progression with it. We can do it like this. So I'm putting every second note of the tree 1 octave up. Maybe it's gonna take too long, so I can just copy it like this. Just giving 1 bar and the sentence is gonna complete in 4 bars. Now it's polyrhythmic. We having a triplet kind of feeling in the melody, but 4 on the floor in the kick. And they are conflicting, but creating this weird vibe. Okay, now we are gonna start making the melody by just working with the 3rd MIDI. Okay, this is what I come up with. Let me show it to you. So I'm basically having the same pattern. Ba 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 ba. This is looping forever, but I'm just changing the 3rd notes, so create some melody progression. And I'm just making several ending notes that we always do in the 4 bars and the last 8 bar. Okay, let's send it to its own channel for processing the sound. I already prepared some channel like this. I'm gonna sidechain this bad boy. But before I forget, we gotta turn off the reverb of the plugin itself because I'm using my own patcher patch. And I think we can just make it a bit bigger with using Tikify. I'm not gonna work more on the processing, just gonna clip the channel so it's merge, glue the reverb, delay and everything in the sound. And I think we are done with the leads. Of course, we can automate several parameters, but I'm gonna do it later. I think we can have some horn sound, like a step, but in techno and future rave, you don't use like generic EDM like bump, bump, breath steps. You basically need more sustained sounds. Let's check if we have something like that. We have really good sounds in the pack. I think we can use this sound. I'm gonna send it to its own channel. And let's see what parameters we have. We have the tail button. I'm just gonna use it, yeah, like a long tail. Even I can just give it more release. Yeah, now it's like a really big sustain. Let's give it a bit overdrive and right the MIDI. So we're just gonna need to trigger only one note. I just want it to merge with the lead. Okay, let's put a sidechain on it. And let's don't forget to cut the low frequencies. And even I'm gonna give it more reverb, maybe 5 or 6 seconds of decay. So it can be, we can push it back and it can feel all the background of the track. We need this horn to make the first impact of the drop, and it's gonna be on like every 4 or 8 bars. Okay, let's listen. Maybe if we put it like this. Let's put several effects so it can give us some mood. We can feel the energy, we can feel the tension. I'm gonna use a downlifter and I'm gonna use an uplifter so it can create the tension and release the tension with all over the drop. Because we are just repeating the 3 notes. The smallest motif maybe we can make for hold the drop like ba 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 ba. This one is gonna loop forever. That's why you gotta make some tension and release it. This is the thing to keep the things interesting. Okay, let's send it to its own channel. I'm gonna sidechain it. We can even go tighter, like the classic chain. We can use this uplifter. Let's send it to same channel. And the other thing I like with the presets, you don't need to like make extra processing. They already cleaned the sample low end. They sound clean and usable. Just you can drag and drop. And I think we are lacking of some drop fills. Let's check the pack. What do we have? don't be picky. I'm sure it's gonna fit. Let's type the BPM of the sample. I'm just gonna merge several samples and create our own fill. I think we can maybe go something like this. Let's use it in here instead of the main big fill. Like the ending of this really decent. I think we can use it. I think I'm gonna switch the first fill with this one. It's gonna fit better. I don't like the old one in here. Let's see. Okay, now I'm searching for some hi-hats. This one sounds nice. We can use it in second part of the drop. And in the middle part, we are gonna use something like that. We are gonna keep the lead and we are gonna make a little transition, and in the second part we are gonna make everything bigger, more drums and more background stuff. For this we can use the leads like this. Okay, let's use this impact to help our transition. And of course we are gonna need a respace, just like the Hardwell's track. I'm trying to copy the arrangement of his track. Let's check the respaces. Really interesting sound. I like this one, it's really sounding deep. Let's put the bass in here. And I think we can make the sidechain automation, and we just don't sidechain it anything in the mid part, because we are gonna remove the kick in there. So I'm gonna just go to the leads, link this one to this one, and it's gonna remove the sidechain of the leads as well. I'm searching for a riser and also some fill. Let's fit it to the BPM, and I'm gonna make it like this. And if we add more drums to the second part, this little transition, this little area is gonna create a big tension, and the release is gonna be huge. That's why I'm gonna search for the loops. I'm gonna use this one definitely. And I think we can go for the rolling head as well. And I think we need some riser in the mid part as well. Let's see what do we have in the pack. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm not sure if I need to check the key of this, but it starts with C, so let's pitch it just to be sure. If I reduce it 4 semitone down, it can be G sharp.
You got to believe in me.
We don't.
I'm impulsive. Take on this. You got to believe in you.
Yeah, I think we can use some little vocal to have some theme in the drop. I'm gonna move them like this. Let's fit this one to tempo. We forget totally.
Believe in. You got to believe in me. You got to believe in me.
I'm gonna fix the vocals soon, but I think I need to work with these automations. Let's automate the clean knob on the lead and also the open knob maybe. Let's create automation for both of them. So we don't use the room. I think I can click remove. Connect this one to release. And I can just open it in the transition parts like this.
You got to believe in me.
So now we have 3 parameters to automate. Let's fix them. Like with this, I can have a little bit different drop lead in the second part of the drop, and it's gonna add some developments for my sound, which is really crucial in this kind of repetitive drops. And yes, we can still use this in so many places, like in build-ups, inside of the drop, something like this. It's just your creativity, you know, just do it, experiment with the macros, and try to create some unique feeling in the track. Okay, the last thing I think we need to give this vocal its own channel. And I'm gonna put it some delay and reverb. I think we don't need to overprocess it.
You got to believe in me.
Let's clean the sample. And before I end the video, let's quickly make the volume automations for the build up. We get more impact on the drop, and I think that's all. Okay guys, I think we are ready to listen the final result. I hope you liked the track. Please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check the intensity pack by the Broducers school. Also the Serum pack is really dope. Today I just wanted to create something out of the box with using this pack and wanted to show you what this pack capable of, and also want to go more deeply into the Hardwell's new style. As you see, we are merging 3 different genres. We are using the big room vibe on the drop, like big room toms, big room drums, but we are using a techno bass line with a kick rumble, and top of it we have the future rave lead. This is the merge of the 3 different sounds. I think this is the next era of the main stage EDM. So today I show my approach on making this kind of track. I hope you can apply this to your own productions too. Today that was it guys. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. Bye bye.